Ladies and gentlemen, do you know that whenever you go against the status quo, there is always that upper hand that comes in to try to cancel you? Man, thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again. And welcome to the channel. It's always an honor to have you to stop by and check out one of my vlogs. I hope you guys are doing good, and it's all love coming from my end. If this is your first time stopping by, they call me MisterJaay, and proudly Motherland on this platform. I react to a whole lot of things coming out of Motherland, you feel me? And I would like you to definitely be part of the family. Think about joining, so hit that subscribe button, smash that like, and give us that thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get into this vlog, man. This vlog, I want us to talk about Candace Owens. And Candace Owens has her fair share of media time in America, man. If you don't know who she is, man, it is this outspoken black sister who gives it as it is. She doesn't jinx a word, and she has been touted by the black communities in America for being anti-black. And but when you look back and you step back and you understand this sister's view and purpose, you will see that this sister actually will give it to you as it is. It really doesn't matter. Now, I want to talk about the recent interview that this sister had with Piers Morgan. If you don't know who Piers Morgan is, Piers Morgan has a platform where he brings in a whole lot of people that discuss about world issues. And then, sometimes people get heated and there's always this back and forth bickering and stuff like that. And this recent interview with Candace Owens was no different. So Piers Morgan invited Candace Owens and a Jewish Rabbi Schmulli and to discuss about this whole situation that has been ongoing in Gaza, this whole genocide that has been ongoing in Gaza, this whole bloodshed that has been ongoing in Gaza. And we all know that so many countries around the world, especially South Africa, did take the state of Israel to the court of the ICC, which we still don't know where they are going with this, and a whole lot of people have condemned what Israel, the state of Israel, is doing to these population that is made up of children. They have been unaliving these people. They have dropped more bombs in this region than any other in the world. Yes. So during this interview, man, it was very, very clear and obvious to tell who was actually the mature person in this debate. Because from one end we had Rabbi Schmulli, and the other we had Candace Owens, and you could see the Rabbi was just out of this world, just screaming, and you can see the rage, you can see the anger, you can see I don't know what it is, because this smart black lady was actually giving him truth and facts about the situation. This lady was giving him, I'm talking about real life data on exactly the kind of things that the state of Israel is doing to these people in Gaza, to the Palestinians in Gaza. Now, I don't know if they are going to turn off my vlog, but we have to talk about certain things. But do you know that this lady pointed out more facts than this man was doing? All he was doing was just screaming and out of anger, like, how dare you black lady talk to me, how dare you try to this and that. But the world has come to realize, to know exactly the kind of state, the kind of genocide administration that is ruling in the state of Israel. It is horrible to feel that. Many people are trying to justify, many people like Rabbi Schmulli are trying to justify that October 7th, the killing of less than 2,000 Israelis, which I am not in support of. Everybody condemns it. I think that murder is crazy. You feel me? Any terrorist attack in any country, it doesn't even matter if it kills just one person. It's crazy. But see, the world has come to realize that less than 2,000 dead as compared to almost 41,000 people killed with over 18,000 children, there is really, really no shame. And this whole war is still ongoing. This whole genocide is still ongoing because one greedy leader doesn't want to leave power, because he knows that if he cuts a deal to end this genocide in Gaza, he was going to lose the support of the far right. Now, I don't want to talk too much. I want us to watch something, part of this whole interview, and then I will come back and then we will have this conversation. Watch.
I don't think many people were engaged with what is happening in Israel. You know, we kind of all said the same thing. Israel is our friend and ally. I count myself among those people. Post October 7th, the world, and especially I would say Zionists in media, were demanding that we all pay attention. And when we began to pay attention, we didn't like what we saw. You cannot tell me to ever feel comfortable with 18,000 children being ruthlessly murdered. You can't get me to feel comfortable as a Christian with the amount of more explosives dropped, tons of explosives dropped on Gaza than were dropped in Hiroshima. This doesn't make sense to me. Gaza is 30 miles long, 7 miles wide. It's incredibly dense population. And this is, by the way, according to Haaretz, that 40,000 Palestinians have been murdered. I believe they're getting those numbers from the Gaza Health Ministry. And here's what I would like to say to you, Rabbi, since you're quoting scripture, okay? The one that's relevant to me is woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. And if you'd like to dive into a little more scripture, I think what's relevant is Revelation 3:9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. And I'm speaking directly to you, Rabbi Schmulli. The fact that you would try to say, I am Jewish, and this is what I believe, and do and say the things that you are doing. People can see and hear evil, and what you are doing right now is an act of evil. The lies that you are telling, not just on me, but also on my family members, are a good example for the world to see what we are referring to when we call something radical.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, and you can tell from the rabbi's temperament, that it's actually obvious that these guys would do anything to try to pretend and act like what they are doing, or they will try to justify that unaliving almost 41,000 people in a given country is the best thing to camouflage the fact that there was a terrorist attack. And now this is what I want us to say. Do you know that the Western media, they really do not like when somebody is outspoken and speaking the truth? Because right after this lady appeared on Piers Morgan, she was cancelled. Yes, her YouTube was demonetized. Of course, we know that any of some of this Silicon Valley is run by Jewish, wealthy Jewish folks, inventors. Her YouTube was demonetized. A whole lot of her accounts on social media have been cancelled and terminated. This is a kind of way to let her just, we don't want to hear from you anymore. Now, this is not the first time. This is how the Western media has always been. When you come up and you stand for the truth, when you come up and you speak the truth, they always try to cancel you. Kind of like, how dare you say what is contrary to what we are saying? How dare you tell the truth on the propaganda that we want to tell the masses? Now, I will say this. It is an unfair world, and whatever the situation is. Now, I don't know if they're going to demonetize my own channel, but at a certain level, we need to call a spade a spade. And it is very, very obvious, because right after this interview, this funny-looking rabbi did another video trying to say funny things about Candace Owens. Like her or hate her, the truth is this: she gave this man, like she put a beating on this man during the interview, just like Kamala Harris did to Donald Trump in the debate. I will leave this to you guys to get back to MisterJaay. Do you think that people, independent press, are supposed to be allowed to speak contrary to what the propaganda is? Secondly, do you also think that Western media are the number one issues that we have in this world when it comes to misinformation and conspiracy theories? Leave your comment and bless up and stay blessed. And I hope that this lady can create her own spot and do her own thing out of these people. Stay blessed, and that's my time.